Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Terry Lynn. I don't know if you have trouble juggling things, but I know I do. I'm juggling Halloween decorating and fall cooking and planting bulbs outside and trying to declutter, but yet put decorations out at the same time. And I'm like, what am I to do? I need to clean also. There's just so many things that are going on right now. I need to cook and bake and decorate. And let me tell you about scary decorations. Since I was a kid, I've always enjoyed scary decorations. They're not terrifying. They're not gross. I don't go that route. These are fun decorations, a little on the spooky side. I kind of mix fall with Halloween. Why not? It's that time of year. And cooking, let's do that too. So this is kind of a this and that and a little mixture of both. So I'm starting out by cooking a large amount of broccoli, and my husband only likes cooked broccoli, and we can make broccoli soup and broccoli casserole with this, and we can use the broccoli for side dishes. So I put that on the stove. That's going to go cook for a while. In late September, I decorated the mantle just with some garland, some leaves, and some pumpkins. And then I added a Halloween feature over here. It's very simple. After Halloween is over, you just take down the scary decorations and you have the fall decorations for Thanksgiving. We have the garland going on, and then I have this skull decoration that was given to me by my daughter-in-law. And I think it's pretty cool looking. And it's on the fireplace mantle. On the other side, we have a cross. May the God of all hope fill you with all joy and peace. And a little pumpkin. So we're keeping the faith at the same time when we're celebrating a fun holiday. And these only cost $1.25 at Dollar Tree. There's two of them. They're little stakes that you would use like in an outdoor graveyard scene. And I just used them in here for the fireplace. And as you can see, this is a depiction of a bat. Then I just draped this witch's shawl. I'm not sure where I got it from. I've had it for a while. Here we have a chair by the window that looks rather dull and uninviting. So we're going to put a pillow there. And what does it say? I'll put a spell on you. On the wall, enter if you dare. And here's a statue of two skeletons on, I believe it's a bicycle. This was given to me by my daughter-in-law also. We have a table setting for fall. I want to put something on here that's kind of scary and spooky. Let's add something. We've added on to the fall setting on the table by adding a skull and two blackbirds. Just kind of use your imagination and add on to the fall decor with the touch of Halloween. The broccoli has cooked long enough. I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to drain it after it cools in this pan for a while because this is extremely hot. And then I'll use it for what I need to use it for. And you can always refrigerate it if you like after you drain it. And then use it the next day for soup, casserole, or side dishes, like broccoli and cheese. Today's the next day, and I did put that broccoli away. We did have it with a side dish last night. We had it as a side dish with the meal. It was, I believe, some kind of potato dish, a potato zucchini casserole, and some tuna patties. I didn't film that, but that's what we had. Broccoli, just plain broccoli along with it. I didn't make the cheese sauce yet, but today I want to make the soup. The broccoli soup my husband loved so much, and his mom loved it also. And she would always, every time she went to Panera bread, she would get the broccoli soup. And sometimes we would pick it up for her and take it to her when we helped her out in her home, and she was in her 90s by then. So it's her favorite soup and my husband's too. We already have the broccoli cooked. That is a big time saver. So now we'll just make our roux and add our chicken broth and some other delicious ingredients. I'm chopping up some onion. Okay, we're also going to chop the broccoli. I'll do that in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the saute pan. We make the roux by melting butter or margarine. Once it is cooking there, add the flour and whisk very quickly. Turn down your burner. Now we're going to add our chicken broth a little bit at a time. We may not need it all. And then I'm just going to keep whisking it in. Turn up the burner. Turn up the heat. And that will thicken into a cream soup. We'll be adding milk and sour cream later. I'll just throw the onion in right now. It's okay, we don't really like our onion overcooked too much. We like a little crunch to our onion. Just go ahead and put the onion in and cook that along with the roux. It's becoming very thick. I'm going to add some more broth and do some more whisking. Now I'm just chopping my broccoli, cooked broccoli, into smaller pieces. It just makes it more pleasant and easy to eat. The soup is almost the right consistency. I used 3 cups of water with this. It calls for 4, but my husband likes it thick. And we have the right consistency. I'm just going to let the flavors of the broccoli blend in with the soup for a little while. I'm going to turn it on low. I'm just shredding a little bit of cheese. I don't use nearly as much as what the recipe probably calls for. You don't have to use it at all, actually, but it is better with a little cheese for a garnish at least. It adds calcium. Yeah, it's really good. The soup cooking on low. I'm going to add some sour cream. I'm not going to add much because we're adding milk also. Sour cream and a little bit of milk. I'm probably adding a lot less than what it calls for because it's just not necessary to add too much. And it's taken on a creamy color now. I'm going to add some lemon juice. At this point, you give it a taste test. It is absolutely delicious. The onion flavor is really coming out. It's red onion and it's a very strong and sweet at the same time. We're going to go ahead and add the cheese. And then I'm just going to put some more on top for a garnish. The cream of broccoli soup is prepared and ready to eat. Now the broccoli soup's done. Let's go outside and decorate the lamppost. Yeah, it's only got one decoration. That's the garland I put on it, which really greatly improved it. Plus my husband spray painted it black, so it's not rusty looking anymore. The rust is covered up, so that's good. There's those decorations. Let's put them on there. Halloween decorations. This needs a little Halloween going on. There it is. So if we have family drive up through the back alley here, and they park here, they'll be able to see it. And I have another ghost to put somewhere to decorate with. I already decorated out here with a little pumpkin that lights up. I've got a Hocus Pocus sign, so cool. And I need something on the other side. I don't know what. A pumpkin! Yeah, I've got a pumpkin inside. A big one, though. Bigger than the ghost. Heavier than the ghost. Pumpkin is not a lightweight, that's for sure. I'm going to carry it out to the front porch. I could use another decoration on this side, and then I'm going to be done with the outside for now. To have a kitty cat, isn't that cute? My husband and I made sweet potato French fries to go with our lamb burgers tonight on the grill. And these sweet potato fries are made from homegrown sweet potatoes we harvested recently. My husband does all the grilling. I don't know if he'll ever let me take over that task. The lamb burgers turned out juicy and delicious. Hi everyone, it's the next day. Boy, we have a downpour. It is raining like crazy out there. If you're like me, you like to bake on rainy days, well, we've got apples that are getting old and wrinkled. So it's time to make an apple cobbler, and let's decorate it with Halloween sprinkles. Believe it or not, I cannot use a pillow. They are very slippery. I don't know why. So I got to use a little paring knife. Now I'm just going to core the apples, and I'll eat around the coring, so I'm not going to waste anything. And the apple peelings will go into the garden for compost. I'm going to chop the apples into medium-sized chunks. Now the apples are chopped, we can gather the rest of our ingredients for our cobbler. Now to a saucepan, I'm going to add a mixture of apple juice and water. You can just use water or straight apple juice. Brown sugar, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, lemon juice, cornstarch. I believe that covered everything. And we're going to put it in the saucepan, and then we're going to add the apples to it. We're going to create like a syrup for the apples. It's a cornstarch base with lots of good flavors going on here. Ooh, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, that really sounds great. We have the apples added to all the yummy ingredients there. We're going to, after this starts to boil, we'll cook this for 3 to 5 minutes. All right, the apples have cooked long enough with the delicious syrup. We're going to add it to a sprayed baking dish. I'm using a much smaller one than what it called for because my apples were small. They were not medium or large, and the apples that they used for that recipe must have been, because I'm not using a 10 by 13. I'm using, this is a 9 by 9. So we have some flour, milk, sugar, and a mixture of baking powder and salt. And we have butter that is melting in the saucepan. We have all those ingredients mixed with the flour. We have our flour mixture here. I mixed everything up together very well. Make sure that, especially the baking powder and salt, make sure it's mixed very well. Add the butter. Now we're going to add some milk. This will be the batter on top of the apples, the sweet apple mix. We'll pour the mixture over the apple filling. You can sprinkle with a little cinnamon if you like. I don't want too much. As soon as I bring it out of the oven, I plan on putting Halloween sprinkles on it. We will bake this for 38 to 40 minutes. 350 Fahrenheit preheated. While the cobbler is baking, I'm going to take time to clean up the kitchen a little bit here. Now I feel better about the kitchen. I've got it straightened up and cleaned up a little bit here. I've got more dishes to put away, but at least the dirty ones are washed. The stove is looking good. The counters are clean. We're just waiting on the cobbler. It should be done within 15 minutes. The apple cobbler is done. It looks amazing. It was in there for 42 minutes. So I got some Halloween colored sprinkles here. Thanks for watching today. We juggled a lot of things today.
I didn't get the decluttering done. There's so much decluttering to do in the back room. I'm thinking before Thanksgiving, I'll definitely get that done because I won't have as much gardening to do outside. So I hope I inspired you to get some things done and have fun with it for the holidays. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one.